So, like, again, he's just saying that this way of matter interacting, when it becomes reproductive through a DNA molecule, is indigenous. It is a basic structure of what matter does. And I just think that's a preposterous statement, considering we have absolutely no evidence of any other occurrence, one occurrence in the known history of the universe.
I mean, there was no way to get him out of this mess without causing him a great deal of pain and trauma. The decision then was, well, how do you humanely deal with this problem? How do you end his life quickly and painlessly? And that becomes kind of another tough question.
Like I said, when I look at it through all this context, this whole context of understanding, it's a piece of chemistry, damn it. And all it's doing is consuming and reproducing. And that's the mission. There's no grander accomplishment. There's no getting there. And we could have 10 tons. We could have a brain as big as the fucking moon. And we're still not going to be able to make any sense out of it. It doesn't have a purpose. It doesn't have anywhere to go. And the only thing we can use our intelligence to do is find some way to mitigate against the pain and the suffering and the negative parts of it.
Any sort of understanding of the universe, the world, the idea of, farming another conscious feeling organism under rather brutal circumstances unnecessarily, merely because you want to eat them. It just isn't, I don't think it can be rationalized. I don't think it can be justified, intellectually. It can only be justified because you say you want to, and you're arrogant enough to say, I'm entitled.
We build giant cities, we pollute the rivers.
You don't build shit, you don't do shit. All you do is shit. Consume and shit.
It's almost a destination that intelligence obligates us to go to find out what is life, to answer the question decisively and definitively and specifically and accurately. There's an intelligent obligation to do that. But the answers aren't going to be pretty. The answers are likely going to be, we're just trapped in a bowl of material mush. The universe is crudely doing crude universal things. It's hydrogen and helium and a lot of other elements blowing up all over the place.
Design is going to create huge volumes of waste and sloppiness. There's going to be paint on the walls, food on the floor, however you want to metaphor it, but the retard ain't going to do it right. And there's going to be a mess made. And that's the dilemma of the true atheist, is accepting the fact that he's part of a big waste engine. An engine that has 99 times more friction than function. Crude forces in control of precious commodities.
I was trying to figure out the equation. I mean, what is the cost to benefit equation in judging life on Earth? We look at it, what do we come up with? What do we put on the one side of the scale and what do we put on the other side of the scale? What are the pluses and what are the minuses? And when I looked at it, I said, well, wait a minute, if all we're doing is fulfilling our needs, if all we're doing is satisfying needs, what are we actually accomplishing? So I mean, I've touched on this in other videos, but now I'm throwing it straight out there. We're not doing anything. We're not accomplishing anything. We're not repairing anything. We're not building anything. If we can build ourselves an objective perspective, can we really honestly say this makes sense? Not even that it makes sense, but that it is serving some purpose that justifies the price in terms of suffering endured.
This is a unique manifestation of an arrangement of matter. It is not an irrelevant manifestation. It is a hugely relevant manifestation. The only probably the only meaningful manifestation of matter in the fucking universe.